Hello, 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 hello. All right. Do you want to introduce our special guest?
Who's our guest?
One of the worst improv partners in America.
No, I meant it right here, but I don't know them. How am I going to introduce somebody I don't know yet? I meant how am I going to introduce this person to my right? They're your acquaintance.
It's my upstairs neighbor.
Welcome.
He doesn't speak English.
Hola.
No. Just guess.
Ciao.
There we go. He's wearing a beret.
Ciao.
Wait. What's French?
Yeah, we.
We.
Yes.
Our guest today is a Nintendo Wii.
Our guest today is Wii bowling.
We're gonna bowl.
Yeah, has anyone ever had a me on their pod?
Woo!
Yeah, just a me.
Did Mii's make noise?
I don't know.
I think they just went.
I don't think I've ever had a me that truly felt like mine.
No, it didn't. It was more of a you.
Yeah, have you ever had a me? I remember people always like, make your me. And I'm like, when am I ever coming over to your aunt's boyfriend's apartment again?
I don't want him playing with me.
Yeah, I really need to save how I look on this random guy's.
Does he want my, autograph, too?
Why does your weed dealer need my image saved on his gaming device?
I have proof he was a customer.
Yeah.
And an awful bowler.
Guys, I got bad news. The cops busted me, and the court subpoenaed my Wii data. They're looking through my Facebook and matching up me's to people I'm friends with. You're all arrested.
Yeah. Thank God one of you was goofy and put on a sombrero.
Yeah,
I think you're safe.
David, you're lucky that you did blackface. At the time, we were like, come on.
Yeah. Thank God
From a criminal sense,
thank God the PC police aren't coming for you.
We do have bad news, though. They've somehow found David and arrested him, even though it was not him.
David, we told you not to do blackface in real life. It's enough.
No, they just arrested another black guy.
Oh.
They're like, we got him.
We got him.
No, I don't know if cops do that anymore.
Has anyone ever committed a crime in blackface, you think?
That'd be great.
The person's gonna be like, I don't know, it was some black guy.
That'd be funny if you commit a crime in blackface and then at the trial they have a character witness and are like, Dan has done a lot of edgy humor over the years.
You should see his act.
I'm up there. I'm like, I'm a good person. I would never do this. And then they call in you. That's an expert witness. You're like, oh.
I am under oath.
What gave it away? Was it the big cherry red lips?
I told him to do it behind the ears too.
Why behind the ears?
Because then when you turn around and run, they're like, look at the whites of his ears.
What? Oh.
You're in blackface.
Oh, I got it.
You got to do the whole face.
I thought for somehow you were like, and then when you turn, your ear is white, and then they're like, where'd that black guy go? It's a white guy running away.
Pretty much.
Yeah. You paint eyes on the back of your head.
When you turn around, they realize you just needed the money real bad.
There's some movie I watched where that was The Mask of the Criminals.
Black?
It was like three faces. So that you couldn't really tell where the head was looking.
Tommy Lee Jones as Two-Face?
Hey! No.
Are you thinking of Aaron Eckhart as Two-Face?
Hey!
Hi.
Hi. I don't really know. I can't do.
Yeah, Aaron Eckhart doesn't have a voice.
Most comics can do an Aaron Eckhart, but I'm one of the few.
One of the few. I couldn't get it.
I never got an Eckhart.
That's what holding me back.
Yeah.
It's not in my tool belt.
You look at Shane Gillis, you look at Nimesh Patel,
you look at Godfrey,
Ali Sadiq. They've all got great Aaron Eckharts.
Aaron Eckharts. Oh, what's he been up to?
Who?
I feel like
Ali Sadiq?
I feel like Aaron Eckhart.
You don't want to know. Rearrested.
Back in jail.
Back in jail.
Recidivism at its finest.
Yeah. No, I don't know what Aaron Eckhart. I think Aaron Eckhart did a thing where he had some dumb interview.
Oh, yeah?
Where he's like, of course women get paid less. They're busy being sexually assaulted on film sets. Not working. Duh.
Well, listen, of course they get paid less. They also get to fuck the director.
Yeah. I'd gladly take a pay cut if I get to have sex with my boyfriend, Christopher Nolan.
I paid scale everywhere except the bedroom.
Aaron
on Dark
Eckhart
Knight
has given a new interview, and the tagline is, I should be able to say it.
It's one of my faces.
Yeah.
I'm three-faced now.
He's like, I started as the black half of my face, but then I finish it hard. ER is the white half.
The one side of my face gave the other side the pass.
Yeah.
And they're like, which side is which? The evil side? Well,
I'm half black, half white, so that means I can say the N-word, and also I can get myself fired for saying the N-word. This is my opening joke.
I fired myself for saying the N-word.
I'm half black, you're half white, so that means...
Well, listen, I'm a interracial president of a company, which means when I say the N-word, I fire myself.
I came over on the boat, but I was driving it. They're like, what? What?
Sailboat. Rich people.
Rich people. my friend,
yacht has a Red Lobster.
a friend of mine in college was like, someone made some reference to slavery once, and he's like, my family came to America in like the 70s on a plane. That was his like joke
Argument?
No, that was his like joking response. Like, people like, my family had no connection to slavery.
Yeah.
Like, you're in that sense. I'm sure they did historically.
Yeah, historically.
It was 2010, so I doubt that like there was big true research done.
Yeah.
But his response would be, my ancestors came over on a shitty plane in the 70s from like Jamaica or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's funny now because it's like, now you could be like, my parents flew over on a Spirit Airlines plane. So, come see, come saw. You know what I mean? That's someone's joke, is that Spirit Airlines sucks.
Yeah. American Spirit Airlines.
No.
It's a healthier plane.
Spirit Airlines, but
it's a healthier plane.
a little bit of cool vibe.
Yeah. Cool. It's
Yeah.
for the cool kids.
American Spirit Airlines, it just costs more.
It's just so expensive. And listen, the flight takes way longer.
It's just the same. What is the American Spirits take longer to smoke,
Yeah.
and they're healthy?
In my experience, the yellow ones take like a day and a half.
Are they? So that's good though.
It is value.
More cigarette, like, you know, you go to the store and you're looking at sauces.
Yeah.
And they're all the jars are different sizes and prices.
So many sizes.
Sales. But then you got that little thing that's like set price by ounce.
Price by
in
ounce.
the corner. And then you're like, all right, well, this olive oil is fancy, but it's on sale. And the price by, I'm actually getting a deal. Do they have?
Usually I get Herdez, but
Yeah.
private selection today.
Hey.
Today only.
I always go private selection. Tall can of restaurant sauce can. Tall jar of restaurant. I pop the
If I
tab
want
on that
something to
can.
eat, I'm opening up a can of salsa.
Yeah. No, but do they have that for cigarettes? In the corner, they're like, here's how much tobacco you're getting per penny. Here's how many seconds of smoke time.
Yeah. American Spirits would be the fucking great value.
Yeah, like, are they the best value cigarette?
I haven't smoked every cigarette. I've just
I got a Chinese guy who rolls me up by request.
Man, I smoke so many cigarettes. I pay a guy to roll.
I just say,
my
can I have a
cigarettes.
cigarette? And then I don't know where he gets any of the ingredients.
And then he's nude.
But next thing you know, he and I are coughing.
Coughing up a store.
Yeah. No, are American Spirits the best value?
I mean, if you're looking at it purely from a standpoint of these cigarettes take a really fucking long time to smoke.
Puff.
Yeah.
Price per puff.
Price per puff? Per puff, American Spirit is the premium brand.
Wow.
In my experience.
That's great. We should make
You want a cigarette that's burning your fingers before you even get 3 puffs in? Get yourself a pack of pyramids.
Oh, that doesn't sound good. That's ancient technology. I don't want to be using that. I want like laser cigarettes.
Yeah. That should be a brand.
Space smokes.
Space smokes.
Elon Musk's new
Space smoke.
Hey, Rez, you said that a Tesla drove by.
He's listening.
No wonder he's the richest man, depending on the stock prices on any given day.
Yeah, I wonder, like, when they print that Forbes list, how many times do they have to yell, "Stop the presses"?
Yeah. When we were kids, it was like the most wealthy person was the guy who had the most gold under his throne.
Yes.
And now it's like, ooh, it depends the score on Mario Kart.
I don't know.
It's like if Warren Buffett can correctly count the number of jelly beans.
Did Elon hit his parlay or whatever?
Yeah. It's weird now.
How did Duke's women's lacrosse go?
It'd be like if we were doing like who's the tallest person on earth, and then the three finalists were like, "Hey, measure again," and then they're one guy's jumping, one guy trips another guy, and then he's like, "Measure now,
measure him now, measure me now, measure me now,
measure me now."
They just measure him from foot to head while he's laying down. They're like, "Damn it!"
I think we should do it when we first wake up in the morning. All right, and then the next day the guy comes in and he's got bed head that's real tall. They're like, "That's why I wanted to do it."
I see now.
That's what the richest man is. And then meanwhile, the richest women are just going, "You have the top spot." No, you have the top spot. You take it. Just kidding. They're as cutthroat as men.
They're just as cutthroat.
And just as nice as men. Because you know what I mean? If they're as cutthroat as we are, we're as nice as they are.
That's true.
Yeah. That is true. So much of feminism is they're like, women can be boss man. And it's like, we should get some like, hey, man can be baby.
I'm baby.
Just because I got a penis and a beard doesn't mean I can't be Little Spoon.
I'm also baby.
Yeah, come on.
Cut my toenails.
If you're gonna be off making the bringing home the bacon, can I
fry it up in a sexy French
Matheson teach me how to make a cupcake for my 3-month anniversary?
3-month anniversary.
Yeah, every 3 months. We've been together for years, but it's just every
3 months. I have to make her cupcakes.
I gotta make her a single cupcake.
What? Do you know how hard it is to break down a recipe that's for 50 cupcakes?
Because sure, you can cut it down, but then at a certain point, it's like, well, how do I do half an egg?
Yeah, what do I do here?
Yeah.
What's a 50th of 3 eggs?
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. How do I do this? I can't make a smaller batch. It's impossible.
She looks under the sink. There's 49 cupcakes shoved in there.
I made you 1 cupcake, honey. Also, I've gotten much fatter.
Also, I've gained weight.
And I've canceled our dinner reservation, and I'm going to go throw up and then have a nap from a sugar overdose.
Also, will you get me my insulin?
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm not diabetic.
Cupcakes. Yeah, it must suck to be diabetic.
You can't enjoy anything.
You're like, hey, give me a Pepsi and a Gravestone.
I probably couldn't even drink this smoothie.
Yeah, what kind of smoothie you got there? It looks brown. Most health food stuff, they're like, what do you want? Blue, green? And you're like, you got one that's brownish. Not even shit brown. Somehow a less natural brown.
Like if mud could get dirty.
If Nickelodeon made mud. Like if somehow there's a 90s cartoon version of mud.
It's berries, spinach.
Spinach. The healthiest of the Tim and Eric characters.
Yogurt. Some ginger.
Ginger. Real ginger?
Real ginger, baby.
Weird.
What do you mean weird?
Whenever people are like, I'm like, what are you supposed to do with that?
Put it in smoothies.
Yeah, you like peel it. Do you wash ginger? It's such an odd shape.
I didn't wash mine. But I also don't always wash my mushrooms, so...
But do you just, like, shave off some ginger?
What's the deal with mushrooms?
I know, right? It's like they are dirt. If I keep washing it away, then it just
it's not gonna be anything.
yeah, the whole thing's dirty.
This thing is filthy.
Yeah, by its definition, it's some dirty mold.
Yeah, it's like when I think I cleaned it. It's gone.
Hey, hey, you need to clean up them cobwebs. They're dirty. The cobwebs themselves are dirty.
But like, and then people are like, well, they come out of the ground. I'm like, I've never had to really clean a carrot.
That's because they already clean them.
Why don't they clean my mushrooms?
Because they're wet, so they got stuff sticking to them.
Also, I heard it's a myth that you're not supposed to wash your mushrooms.
Someone told you you're not supposed to wash them?
Well, that you can't, like, you're not supposed to get, like, just rinse them off because they, like, absorb the water.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, they do absorb the water.
But apparently, I mean, do you want to know why mushrooms come dirty? I realize I actually know now.
Yeah. No, this is great.
It's because you can't do it, like, right before you cook them. But if they get them all wet, like in the mushroom factory, and then like ship them off, they'll go bad. They go bad really quick.
Obviously, that makes sense.
So they gotta leave them dirty.
Yeah, you gotta leave them dirty. And then
but you can clean a potato.
Yeah, that is true.
You can clean a carrot.
Did you ever find that potato?
Can't clean celery. I've been dealing with some real dirty celery lately.
You can get in there. You ever find that with potatoes, it's like it's a crapshoot on how dirty the bag is?
That's true.
Sometimes you buy it, you're like, this thing seems pre-washed.
Yeah.
And then sometimes you're like, half this bag's dust.
I didn't realize I was buying mulch.
Yeah, like that should be in the price.
I didn't realize this was a 2-for-1.
I'd pay $1 more per bag, per 5-pound bag. I'd pay $1 more if they were like, we more or less cleaned these already.
We did our best.
You're not going to set these down in the back seat and then pick them up, and then
like,
suddenly your back seat's muddy. Between the mushrooms and the potatoes, my pantry's looking like a dang fruit cellar.
My potatoes and mushrooms. It's so dirty. I'm growing new mushrooms. Which is a good cost benefit.
It is.
I'm making some mushrooms. I'm making some. That's a weird way to say.
That sounds like a guy who hasn't bathed in a while. I'm making some mushrooms.
Growing some mushrooms right now.
Hey, I got some shiitakes growing on my balls. Whoa, fat bastard's here.
Thank God. Thank God, fat bastard's here.
Oh my God. Everyone forgets me.
All the best part.
Everyone quotes Austin Powers and like my wife. Who? I'm probably the last.
I never lost butt play.
I bet we were coming up on 20 years since anyone quoted Fat Bastard.
Fat Bastard did
Until
normalize butt play. Remember that part where she shoved something in his ass and he's like, oh.
I don't remember that.
I'm horny now.
Yeah, Heather Graham fucked Fat Bastard, didn't she?
And she shoved something in his ass.
And she was like, yeah, whatever.
That's fine.
She's like, oh, I'm cool.
I'm in it for personality. Yeah. And Fat Bastard's just so charming.
Yeah. What a weird thing.
Also, who is Fat Bastard a parody of? Because they do. Because the other henchmen,
Jabba the Hutt?
Because the other henchmen are clear parodies.
That is true.
Of other Bond villains, and then they're like, what about fat Irish guys?
Well, they had fat guys.
I think Mike Myers was like, I got the accent down for Shrek. I want to use it again.
Well, we previously covered that Mike Myers is like incredibly racist, but it's just all with other white groups.
It's true.
So he's like, I'll be British. Obviously, the villain is the natural enemy of the white British, the Red Irish. And then there'll be a Belgian guy, and a
angry German bitch,
a German and an American,
a dumb American.
And then they're like, Mike Myers, did you ever hear about Japanese people? And then someone's like, don't tell him. Don't. Someone made the mistake of showing him just a picture of an Indian guy. And now he has a document up on his computer called
The Love Guru. We don't want to read it, Mike.
That is true, because Austin Powers was like Wayne's World, suburban white guys.
Yeah.
I said Austin Powers.
Austin
Mike
Powers, suburban white dude.
No, I meant Mike
Wayne's
Myers.
World, the world of espionage.
Austin Powers, British spies. He's like, I can do no wrong with my movies about stereotypes.
Yeah. All right, I'm going Indian.
They're like, he's like, next up, we're casting the next movie. They're like, great. He's like, I'm putting together the crew. I need a good makeup person this time. And they're like, oh no.
Oh,
it's like, boy. Fat makeup? He's like, no.
No.
Like,
get me a good turban man.
No. Austin. No.
They're calling him Austin.
Austin, no. He's like, oh, I can play a cat? I can't play an Indian guy.
I can play a fucking ogre.
You saying I'm an ogre in real life? You think him and Cameron Diaz have ever met?
No.
Like, is they're a couple in those movies, aren't they?
I think they probably don't like each other.
I don't think I've ever seen a photo of them together.
Let's look it up.
I feel like I can more easily picture Chris Farley and Cameron Diaz, the original couple. That would be great if they fell in love. If he didn't die and he made Shrek and then they fell in love.
That would be nice. Hey, they look like they're having fun. That's what Cameron Diaz looks like.
So The Mask. So Cameron Diaz just loves green fuckers.
I think she's got a green fetish.
Likes green fuckers.
She's
The
got
Mask
a green
and Shrek.
fetish.
And that time Joel Madden ate bad shrimp.
Look at how ill-fitting all of Mike Myers' clothes are.
Oh, he looks real bad. He looks like his mom bought him the coolest outfit for freshman winter formal.
That was when being well-dressed as a man just meant you were gay.
Yeah.
Like, men were not
That
allowed.
is true. There was that time.
It wasn't until, Mad Men? When people were like, oh, my clothes can fit?
Yeah, if you were a straight guy going to a formal event and you didn't have a bolo tie, you were considered a gay homosexual.
You were considered a little light in the loafers.
Yeah. I'd wear a bolo tie. I would have.
What does light in the loafers mean? Does it mean they're not held down? They're
dancing around.
They're easy-going because they're not held down by
First off, I don't think men wear loafers.
Yeah, they do.
Do they?
Penny loafers.
Do they?
That's my porn name.
Penny loafer. That's a pretty good, not for porn necessarily, but if you're like a 60s groupie,
yeah,
or like
my name's Penny
or a girl
loafers.
in a book, like it's a book someone wrote. The story of Penny Loafer.
The story of Penny loafers, and then I fucked them.
Hey. I bet girls who wear penny loafers now are probably the kind who carry around a condom just in case.
Just in case.
That should be the modern shoe. Someone should just make that. You've heard of penny loafers.
You know how women are I always carry a tampon just in case another woman needs it.
Yeah.
Why don't men?
I always carry a condom in case I see a guy
in case
horny.
I see a guy hitting it off.
Yeah.
Why in a bar when you see they're exchanging numbers and she's touching him on the shoulder? Why don't you walk up and just slide him a Trojan and be like, "Hey, buddy, don't forget."
I do. I don't tell him though. I just slide it into his back pocket or his side pocket of his trousers.
Put it in the tiny pocket.
And then I tap. Once I have it in there, just so that he knows, I give him a tap.
Yeah.
And then that usually freaks him out. And then he looks at me and I goes, "Because you're gonna have sex."
You're gonna fuck her.
I go. So then he turns around. It's a loud, noisy bar. Suddenly there's another man, hand inside his pocket, real close to him. And then I whisper
"You're
to
gonna
him.
have sex."
I go, "Are you ready to have sex?" And then I pull away and disappear into the night.
And he thinks about you for the rest of his life.
And then he is very uncomfortable, and that kind of throws off his rhythm with the lady.
Yeah. And then she's like, "So you were telling me about the time at summer camp?"
And then he's like, "That guy just put a condom in my pocket." And she's like, "This is a little bit forward."
No, he really did.
No, he really did. That guy just walked and is that your friend?
Do you know that guy?
Did you put your friend up to that? No, I don't know that guy.
Seriously, I don't know him. I don't even know where he went.
I don't even know if this is a good... We're not using this condom. Well, first off, I never said we're having sex. No, I just meant like... first off, I was joking too.
Duh.
But no, I don't trust a condom a stranger gave me.
Like, what if he poked a hole in it?
She's like, can you just put that... Stop saying condom.
What's wrong with condoms?
What's wrong with condoms? Wait till you see
You don't even know me.
What's wrong with condoms? I'm not fucking you raw.
Yeah. What do I look like? Some sort of pervert?
Yeah. Where'd that guy go? I just keep saying that.
Where did that guy go?
I just keep we're flirting, and then every 5 minutes I go, where did that guy go?
Do you know where that guy went? Have you seen him? Big mustache.
We shouldn't use this, but we should open it and fill it up with water to see if he did poke a hole. I'm
just curious.
Dude, I'm curious.
You know what? I'm gonna go to the bathroom, check it out. Do you want to come with me?
Let's both.
Do I want to come with you to the bathroom with a condom? No, really. We're just gonna see if he poked a hole in it. I have my own that I was gonna use later.
This type of thing has never happened to me.
I swear this has never happened to me before. No one has ever just slid a condom into my pocket.
Yeah, June has that unhinged speed dating thing where they do speed dating and then like weird stuff happens and people are like, it's just speed dating, but then everyone now is like needs twists.
Yeah.
So like one guy's dressed up as Abe Lincoln.
Whoa.
And then there's weird, silly questions. But I told her, I was like, I would like to be a wingman, and if anyone needs, they just raise their hand, and then I walk over and help.
Good guy.
Good guy.
Great guy.
You two would look great together making babies. But that'd be fun. My move as wingman is I just walk over and put a condom on everyone's table. And that's
safe.
Conversation starter. And I walk away.
Did you know that guy? I don't know that guy.
Well, we have one if we need one. Well,
let's not. Come on, that's a little. Anyways, I just met you.
I bet that would work though. I bet like 1 out of 10 people, if you just took 2 random people who were like on a speed dating event, and you put a condom in between them, I bet 1 out of 10 times those people are like.
I mean, it seems as fate has smiled.
Well, I mean, we could have sex. Like it's an icebreaker.
I wouldn't be opposed to using it.
I would. I mean, yeah.
Of course, I prefer it raw. But I mean, if you insist.
If you insist. And then I'm in the corner masturbating, watching them. My work's done.
They're gonna fuck.
Hell yeah.
Do you think like a corner store guy, and you're like, yeah, let me get a pack of Trojans. Do you think he's ever like chubbed up behind the counter, like, ooh, he's going to have sex?
Probably.
I bet that would be fun. I bet that's gonna be fun.
Do you think this ever happens, or it's 2 people a man and a woman buying condoms?
Yeah.
And then the clerk like is like, oh, and then the person goes, no, not for her.
This is my sister.
Yeah, like, you think that ever happens? How often are people buying condoms with other people
with
around?
Family members?
Yeah. I would time I had to buy the morning after pill. Mm-hmm. Well, I had more than once. Well, one time I had to buy it because I forgot you could get it for free.
Yeah.
I also had to buy it.
I was about to say, what? Buy?
I have been in other places where I've had to.
What are you, 17?
Yeah. You do the math at home. I've spent above 100, below 150 in my time trying to cover the bases.
Cover all my bases.
And to kill God's creation at the last second.
But you fucked me in the ass. Well, I thought that was plan B, so I thought you might need a pill for this.
Hey.
Does it not help with the anal pain? It was plan B when I ran out of condoms.
Plan B.
So I figured I'd get you the pill for plan B.
Yeah, are people ever like, I don't have any condoms, and they're like, we could do plan B? And they're like, perfect. And then
she rips her asshole.
No, they start having, he's like, they go to have sex, and then she's like, plan B was Plan B was we just watch a movie and do a little kissing.
Plan B was butthole.
What did you think Plan B was? And he's like, the Plan B pill?
Oh.
And she's like, I'm not on the pill. And then you're like, oh, this girl doesn't know anything.
How old are you?
I just seem like a weirdo now. with this recently out Mormon woman, raised Mormon and just out in the world. Don't know nothing.
You don't know shit.
You don't know shit.
You don't know shit about dick, do you?
No, Plan B. But the one time I was buying Plan B, and I'm at the store, the Walgreens, or CVS, can't remember.
Could have been a Rite Aid.
I can remember where it was. I can't remember which it was. You find that to be the case often with those stores. Pretty interchangeable. I've been told one sells alcohol. So if you buy booze from there, you know.
Walgreens sells booze.
That makes me think they both do. Because in my mind, CVS was the one. Regardless. Or is it irrigate the whole podcast? It's just...
Which one is it? Where did I buy the Plan B?
I just never get to... No, I was buying it, and then I bumped into my ex-girlfriend.
I remember the corner, but I looked it up on Google Earth. Now it's a Dollar General.
Now it's a Sonic?
How the fuck?
Do they still have the slushies with their nerds in it?
Do you think anyone there still remembers how to make an orange cool breeze? It's easily been 15 years since they took it off the menu. But for the last time I went there about 10 years ago, they still made it for me.
They knew how to do it.
But all those people might have aged out of Sonic by now.
And whatever.
Like, I went to a restaurant I used to work at. I ordered the garlic sauce. They said they don't sell that anymore. I said, yeah, we stopped selling it when I still worked here, but everybody still knows how to make it.
Everybody knows how to make it.
And I was like, why do you have P make it? They're like, I don't know who P is. And I go, I don't know who you are. Get me Jordan. And they're like, Jordan doesn't work here anymore.
Oh
he quit 3 years ago.
Is this all real? Is everything you just said real? I know you're just riffing comedically, but you dropped a lot of wild info. Is P really gone?
I did. The last time I was there, I did ask how P was going, and my waiter was like, I don't know who that is.
Oh my god.
And I was like, well, he's definitely not here anymore, because there's no way P just like is now a background character. like, oh, do you know that guy's name? Huh,
the craziest man who's ever worked in America.
Mostly just sticks to himself.
Yeah.
That guy waved a gun at me.
Yeah. Tried to serve pad thai dead bird.
Forgot about that.
Hey, remember you said he found a dead bird? And then he said he was going to make pad thai bird.
He did bring the bird into the restaurant.
And then later he brought the bird in. Then he said he made it a little bed and he was like, it's asleep.
No, he shoved it in between a box and a wall. In a public area.
Yeah. This chef was playing with the dead bird at work. He's having some fun with a dead bird at work. And that guy now just keeps to himself quietly.
He's ashamed of his past.
Yeah, he's like, I stopped drinking exclusively. He didn't even stop drinking alcohol. He just started also drinking water.
Yeah, he's like, I realized that actually 2 King Cobras over the course of like 12 hours wasn't really getting me drunk. I was just severely dehydrated and disoriented at all times.
Yeah.
The 2 King Cobras kind of just takes the edge off now.
He calls it calorie water. Goes real water, nothing. Real water has nothing.
What good?
What good? You ever run into P and you're buying the morning after pill? Plan B, Plan P.
Plan B, Plan P.
Plan B.
Plan P didn't work out.
Plan B. My plan was to pee in her vagina instead of coming.
Just kind of flush it out.
It didn't work. At the last second, I was gonna piss.
It's like, you ever someone's like, hey man, have you ever faked it with a girl? It's like, why would I? I'd have to pee in her.
You mean like you tell her I'm coming, but I'm just peeing? Yes.
Have you ever been accused of faking it?
Yes.
Me too.
I have faked it also.
Yeah, well, that as well.
I haven't. I once was accused of faking it.
Yeah.
I also once, you come and then they're like, "Did you come?" And
that's it.
You're like, I clearly did. You're like, I made a bunch of sounds and then I stopped moving. And then I went like, oh, and then I fell over. What'd you think that? You thought I pulled a muscle? And then just took a little break?
Well, so why aren't you helping me?
Yeah, like what?
If that's the case.
Did you come? No, I just got bored. Fucking stop, which is what I've done before.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And sometimes ladies are like, they're like, hey, I gotta go to work soon, get up. And you're like, I'm asleep.
I don't want to fuck you right now.
I'm a sleeper. I'm not an elementary school teacher. I don't gotta get up at 6.
No, yeah. That whole thing of like, men are like, she's fucking waking me up, sucking my dick. It's like, every time a woman has ever done that, I've just been like, can you fucking stop that shit? Like, I don't have to be up for 2 more hours.
Like, I gotta pee.
Yeah, also, I have to piss so bad.
You're get someone to piss all over the bathroom.
Get piss all over the bed.
No, I'd have to go pee. I'm gonna have a boner. I'm gonna fucking piss everywhere.
Yeah.
You psycho. No, but I was buying a Plan B pill once and I ran into my long-term ex-girlfriend. And she's like, how you doing? And I was like, I was whatever. And she's like, oh, having some fun?
You're worried.
She's like, having a fun day?
What exactly is a long-term ex-girlfriend?
Well, it wasn't someone where it was like, hey, we had a brief fling.
Oh, okay.
It was someone where it was like, we know all of I probably still know your aunt's name.
You watched me wipe my ass.
Yeah, like, you probably wiped throw up off of me.
I shit with the door open around you.
Yeah. Like,
I probably still could.
Now here I am going, I made a oopsie and a lady.
I made a whoopsie poopsie.
I made an oopsie.
Oh. No. Plan B is whack, man. You should just have a child.
I just give them Tic Tacs.
Just shave it.
I go, you're fine.
Take a Tic Tac.
Most pregnancies are in the mind.
Yeah. What are you, hysterical?
Yeah. That is pretty funny.
It is funny.
You aren't pregnant?
That's hysterical.
And you got this fat?
Hysterical. I can't stop laughing.
Your tits make milk for no one?
Nobody. I bet you don't even drink it. You idiot.
My tits made milk for no one.
A story by...
It's like a sad... Someone with a hysterical pregnancy writing a poem. My tits made milk for no one. No mouth for my tits will quench.
No thirst shall my milk.
Yeah, if I was on Survivor, I'd get one of them gals pregnant, and then I would just drink their breast milk. I'd be so strong.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
There's a girl I work with who was pregnant.
Yeah, we all would drink her breast milk.
We're all drinking it. We got a new cocktail on the menu. Hey. All natural milk.
We're telling the guests it's egg white.
No, but she spilled some water like on her chest, and it was like, whoa. I mean, obviously, I don't know exactly where her nipples are, but it was pretty perfectly placed.
Whoa.
And
why are you telling this anecdote?
Why is that? We were talking about breast milk.
This penthouse is funny dinner after dark. Funny midnight snack.
And I was like, I don't know. I don't know enough about this to be like, hey, I think you're leaking.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Is she even doing it? Is
it possible your tits be dripping?
Damn, girl, them tits are messy.
Your tits drip through the shirt. Your tit drip through the shirt.
You got some sloppy tits, girl.
Yeah. We were laughing on Survivor. They always do the challenges. They're like it's some vague thing where they're like, on this island in 1587 there was a fire, and so because of that you're doing a thing with fire or whatever.
No,
you always like some dumb. They're like, the Maori tribesmen used blindfolds to decide who would get the Coca-Cola cooler.
The Maori tribesmen loved walking on slack lines.
Yeah, anything like that. But the last season we watched was just really horny. There's like literally a mud wrestling like challenge. We were just laughing. Jeff Probst is like, it's just this, like, you get out to the challenge and he's just like, the French Polynesians found wet t-shirt contests to be sacred. They would use water on shirts to decide who would marry the chief.
The indigenous people loved watching girls kiss.
Yeah.
It was how they got close to God. It was how they prayed.
Yeah.
Women prayed by kissing each other.
Yeah.
That's how they prayed for rain.
Yeah, that's how I get wet. Whoa.
Girls kissing.
When's the last time you saw two girls kiss not for each other?
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like you're at a bar and someone's like, kiss! And then two girls are like, well, we're dorm mates. And neither of us are at all bisexual. Okay. I feel like that went away.
I did see, this was a while ago, but I was with like a lot of people, and there were two women there who both their boyfriends were there. And I was talking to them, and they were like behind. The
girls kiss, and then you're like, "You fellas."
So I'm talking to the.
You're gonna let them beat you.
So what are you guys
gonna let them get all this
out?
applause? You're getting nothing.
And so like, I'm talking to them, and then we're just having a conversation, and then behind them, the two girlfriends just start making out with each other, and I was like, man, it's really important that I maintain their attention, because I know at least one of these people would really not like this.
Oh, they wouldn't like it?
I was like, all right, time for some shots, boys.
They wouldn't like it?
Oh, they would not have liked it.
Why did the girls do it then? Were the girls into it?
Sure looked like it.
Oh, so it was they were like, let's cheat on our boyfriend.
They were just doing it privately, like alone.
Okay. That is weird.
I mean, but I guess as privately as you can get in public.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. Let's go make out in the corner. Our boyfriends are talking to that guy.
Boyfriends are talking to that fucking idiot.
Surely that guy is enough to distract them.
He's a famous raconteur.
Then they make out for 2 seconds, then one of them rolls off and goes,
Is that fucking
and lights
guy?
a cigarette, and then they go, did you come? And she goes, no. No. Why would you think I came when I
was just kissing?
So we stopped having sex, and then I rolled over and took a breath. You're just like a guy.
Just like a guy.
I'm going to start telling people I didn't come. Just lie.
No, I didn't come.
What? No.
Your penis is flaccid, and there's semen inside.
Because I'm not hard anymore.
Yeah, because you suck at this.
Yeah, because you're bad at sex. You probably have come in you because you're a guy. That's why you're so bad at sex.
A different guy fucking came in you, I bet.
Yeah, a guy who's never even had. I've had sex before. So I know your pussy's trash. That guy probably didn't. That's why he came.
That's why he came. I know that your shit sucks.
Yeah.
It's like a fucking sandpaper.
It's like a bad
fleshlight.
vagina.
You got a bad pussy, girl.
One time I was hanging out with somebody and their friend was around, and then I jokingly said that I said, your doctor called me and they said your pussy's trash. Yeah, I just said it like as a joke one time, and then a week later she was like, yeah, so and so brought that up to me, and she's like, why did Dan say that?
Well, why did you?
I know. It's like a good point. I don't know why I said it, but B, why did that upset you? Just some guy clearly joking, going, well, yeah, I mean, heck, I even got a text from your doctor, so your pussy's trash.
Yeah. Oh my God, why would you say that?
It's like, I don't know.
I don't know.
I have no idea.
It came to mind.
Like, what?
Hey, the doctor called.
Your pussy's trash.
Said I should try your asshole.
Whoa, no. The doctor called. He said you're not giving enough blowjobs. To the doctor?
What?
No, to me.
Who am I supposed to be blowing? You know, I was talking to your doctor earlier. Why? Oh, man. Gynecologists, huh?
No, my current big joke is that I
keep that fucking haircut?
Got me. You got me. They never give you what you want. You probably don't know because you have long hair.
No.
But imagine you're a straight guy in the middle of the day talking to another straight guy in the middle of the day. He's at work.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're like, this is how I want my bangs to be. And then he's like, perfect. I've got the vision. And then a half hour later, you're like, you did it. You're magical. Oh, wait, that's not how that works. You go in, and it's a straight guy, and you go, hey, I want my hair like this. Do you want me to show you a picture? And he's like, whatever. And then you show a picture. He clearly doesn't look at the picture. And then half hour later, you look. He shows you a mirror, and you go, wow, what are the odds that my reflection in the mirror looks identical to the guy across the barbershop in the other chair that I'm looking at? You know what I mean? You didn't need to show me the mirror. You could just said, look at that. We're going to give you the one we gave him, and him, and him, and him.
Did you run into anybody on your way in?
Yeah, you're going to look identical? Because this is a cool barbershop. I have tattoos, and we play punk music. So because of that, we have a strict
go to that
policy.
Place?
I just don't know anywhere else to go.
Just go to fucking anywhere. Go back to cutting your own hair.
Maybe I will. No, I don't know. No, that place is nice. The one guy who I'm pals with, he's too popular. He always has like an 8-hour wait.
Jesus. What is that? They don't do appointments there?
No, they do it online. You sign up.
Okay.
And then you pick like the person.
You gotta sign up for a barbershop?
Yeah, it's great. I saw this old man come in, and he went, I want a haircut. And there's two people who didn't have current people.
Yeah.
So either one of them could just gone right this way.
Yeah.
And instead the guy goes, you gotta sign up online. And the guy went, what?
You don't say that to a person.
And then he went, you gotta go online and sign up. And the guy pulled out his phone, and he went, how do I log in? And the guy who worked at the haircut place went, to the internet? Which it's like, I knew what the guy meant by how do I log in. It's like, do you have
this guy's very dumb.
No, this was a mutual two. It was a dummy not being helpful and a dummy not understanding. It was like, I was like, damn, let's hope you two aren't on The Amazing Race.
Is that up next after Survivor?
No. But similar producer, I think.
Yeah, probably.
It seems like they get a lot of people who apply to The Amazing Race and they funnel them to Survivor.
You're going to be on Survivor instead. What?
They go, hey, you and your dad, I know you think you and your dad are a great duo, but we're just going to take the 24-year-old girl with big boobs.
And we're going to put her on an island.
And we're going to separate her from her dad, and we're going to put her around a bunch of other horny 24-year-old guys.
Sound good? Pops.
Is that okay? Instead of you two going around the world together?
And creating lifelong memories.
We're going to have her be alone and starving in the jungle.
And you're going to be dead by the time it airs. You won't even get to watch it.
She won't even know that you're in the hospital.
Yeah.
She'll be away from contact.
Has anyone ever had like a big emergency during Survivor and had to like evacuate?
There have been stuff where like people back home, they're like, my mom, there's one person who's like, I shouldn't be here. My mom's like dying of cancer back home. And then Jeff's like, are you really going to leave? You're really just going to give up? Yeah, he's like, you're really just going to give up?
Pussy.
No, but then there's been people who are like, I shouldn't be, right before I was supposed to come here, my mom went to the hospital, but she told me to go. And then Jeff's like, well, let's hope she makes it 40 days.
40 days really doesn't seem like that long.
No.
Like, just don't eat anything. You're fine.
Don't eat anything. Oh, you mean the survivors?
Just fast.
Well, most of the people are only the winners there for that long.
That's true.
The losers were like, I was there for a week, and then I was in a secluded Fiji hotel for 3 weeks.
I would go to, yeah, that seems like a good way to get a free vacay.
Oh, it's absolutely the best. If you could somehow
sound like you've thought of this.
No, if you could go and instantly get eliminated. Ooh.
That's sweet.
Yeah, that would be real sweet.
You're just sipping Mai Tais by the pool.
Sipping Mai Tais and watching people come off and they're like, oh, I thought I was going to make it and I lost. And you go, it's okay, come here. Then you put your arm around
Have
them.
you got an accent in your limited time in Fiji?
No, I'm just like, come here, baby girl. It's okay, they voted you. I know they voted you out. They were evil.
They're bad people.
Come here. I know. People. I'll show you around. I know how the omelet station works.
Yeah.
I know
how to have sex.
I'll teach you the waffle machine works. Then the next day, Kevin gets voted off, and then I go, I'm waiting where they drop off the castaways, and I'm getting like a rose.
Yeah.
And a bottle of wine.
And then Kevin gets off, and you're like,
oh. I'm like, oh.
I thought Julia was gonna get eliminated next.
Damn. I thought it would be all the women and me in a hotel. It's nothing the way I dreamed about it.
I thought for sure all the women were going to get eliminated.
The season we just watched is really horny.
Yeah.
It's the horniest season.
Yeah.
And
is that how they marketed it?
Kinda. There's this shot of these 3 ladies bathing in like the river.
Yeah.
And they keep using it so much because they'll always start like previously on Survivor.
Are they nude?
At one, they like take tops off and they're doing the arm across.
Okay.
But they had to blur parts. They are nude. There's 2 points where people just straight up get nude.
Wow.
And the castaways are straight up like, she's the hottest. No, she's the hottest. I want to smash her.
I want to fuck her.
And they do trivia. They always do trivia where they're like, which of the castaways has a daughter going to University of Michigan? And that's like, they guess. That's near the end always. And this time they were just like, we did a poll, like a survey with all the castaways. Who is the hottest? And then they all have to like guess. And then everyone guessed Heidi, except for Heidi. She guessed Jenna. And then they were like, Heidi, you should. And then later they were like, who's the castaway that the most people have a crush on?
It was all Heidi.
Even Heidi guessed Heidi.
Well, if that's the second question,
I know.
If she already knows she's the hottest, then well, obviously.
But what was that questionnaire like? Who's the best boot? Like how many like variations of like who you trying to smash?
Who's got the best ass?
Yeah.
It seems like a wild cat in
Who
the
you
sack.
trying to smash? No, but they have that bathing footage, and they're always like previously on Survivor, or they're like next week on Survivor, and it's that footage.
Yeah.
And then that's the episode, and then they're like the next week they're like previously on Survivor, and then the next episode they're like previously on Survivor. And also remember a few weeks ago when this happened.
Have you remember when they got here?
I remember this part.
Remember when they got here?
Remember they were bathing in the thing?
Remember the tits?
Yeah, and then on the reunion show they were like doing the same thing. Like, after this commercial break, we're going to show you some stuff like this. And then it's like footage of them showering. And they come back from the commercial break and they're like, here's that same footage we just showed you in the teaser.
I hope it made you hard.
Yeah, man. And then there's like a live arena of people, and then they cut to the 22-year-old girl, and they're like, how do you feel having done that, and then now being an arena of people watching that?
How do you feel about having also sorry, we forgot to tell you that since we can share the unedited footage here.
Because this isn't going out on TV. That was a joke, because some shows they unblur it now, which I think is weird and slightly unethical.
I think that's pretty unethical, yeah.
But Survivor, they do not. Everything's still blurred. But there's a scene in it where the 2 hot girls in a challenge are like, we'll get naked for cookies and peanut butter.
That's it?
Well, they also have to like quit the challenge. It's one of the challenges where they entice people out with various foods. And then they're like, if you got cookies and peanut butter, we'll quit right now. And then Jeff's like, we have it.
Yeah, we just so have.
And then they strip down and it's blurred, but all the other people are like, whoa, and they're like checking them out, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, one of the questions, that questionnaire, it wasn't...
Who do you think pussy smells the worst?
No, it was who do you have a crush on, and the other one was who do you most want to see naked? And the naked one was the one that Heidi guessed herself.
Yeah.
And then they asked one of the guys, and he said, well, when they got naked in the challenge, I was next to Jenna, but Heidi's all the way across. I couldn't get a good look. And then they like all have a laugh. And that's like on national TV. No.
How far away was she? Did they take this guy's glasses?
Well, they're all on different piers.
Oh,
in the Amazon River.
Okay.
You gotta watch the Survivor Amazon.
You gotta watch Survivor.
No, it is. So they're naked, but it's blurred, obviously. I couldn't remember if as a kid. I know as a kid I Googled it, but I can't remember if you can find it unblurred or not.
Probably.
But they're up there and it's blurred, obviously. So you're just seeing people standing around. Yeah. If anything, with more, the blur covers more than like a bathing suit does.
It's true.
You know what I mean? Like, so you're seeing less. And then they show that, and that they love replaying that clip. And the reunion special where they're like, oh, it's like an arena of people. Not an arena. It's a stadium. It's
at Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, it's like 500 people or whatever the fuck. Maybe more on TV. And they're all up there, and then they're like, hey, and remember when this happened? And then they go, and you see the lights dim, and then on the big TV. Because they do the thing where when you show live TV where you go, we're going to show it on the screen. Yeah. And then you show like the first second on the screen, and then you just show it. Yeah. You just have the regular footage. So they do that, but you can tell that there was like a 3 to 5 second delay when Jeff's like, hey, let's see that footage. And then everyone's like, all right. And then there's like, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the footage starts. But you got to wonder if in those 4 seconds, Jeff was like, do I really need to be showing this arena full of people just blurred nude image? Like,
this seems like a real waste of my time.
Maybe we don't. Like, it's like he's like, it's not working. All right. Well, maybe we don't need to show.
Can you imagine what not seeing tits might be like?
Just imagine these 2 women next to me blurred.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I think you could see more if she's got a lot of cleavage. That's more than you would have seen.
Exactly.
Get the camera on her tits.
Yeah. They did this thing in wrestling years ago where they're trying to like make a thing sexy. It was after they stopped doing sexy stuff, and then there's a moment where they're like, maybe we can try it again. Yeah. So they had this. Someone walked in on a lady in the dressing room, and she was like, "Whoa!" and had a towel, like she was nude, but had like a towel. Yeah. And then they were like, "The wrestling gear is more revealing than like a towel." Like what? Like no one understood it. Like, even if people who were like, "This is a great idea," will cover up a lady more than normal. Like, it's weird.
I saw a wrestling thing the other day. It was John Cena explaining that the WWE paid for his Mandarin lessons.
Did they? That makes sense.
And he said anyone could do it if they wanted.
Anyone could learn Mandarin, or anyone could the WWE?
Anyone at the WWE could do what he did with any language. And Jake Paul, he's the Paul who's a wrestler, right? Logan Paul. He's talking to Logan Paul.
Yeah.
And Logan Paul goes, "It's free? I'm going to learn Spanish." It's like, you're a billionaire,
you idiot. You fucking goober.
You've had money like your entire...
Dumbass.
You've been very rich since you were a child.
My goodness. I should have somehow go back in time to when I think I took the SATs with him.
Really?
I do, yeah. I have to double check his age. He's from the tiny town where my grandma's from. Okay. And I took the SATs at that town's high school because my grandma lived next door. Yeah. So I was like, this way I can... I think all my other SAT options were like 20 minutes away. Okay. So I was like, I'll just take it and wake up and like walk next door. Yeah. And I think he was there. And I want to go back in time and be like...
Let's see how old Jake Paul is.
And give him a hug and be like, let's be friends. And you can learn Spanish. You can learn Spanish for free, Jake.
Jake.
With
Babbel.com.
Look, I keep saying Jake. It's Logan. Logan Paul.
Oh, Logan. Aren't they like... They're not twins.
They're brothers. Jake Paul. They both were dumb TikTok YouTube people. Yeah. Who then became really good at their side hustles.
He's 28.
How old's Jake Paul? Yeah, I guess I didn't then. I thought I Googled it once and one of them was within a year of me. But I guess
not. Jake Paul's younger. He's 27.
Never mind then.
But they could be lying about their age.
Maybe they lied about their age back then so they could take the SATs earlier.
Get out of school.
Get online.
Go to a suicide forest. Yeah. Find some dead bodies. Yeah. Catch some flack.
Did you watch that clip?
And then make juice.
Yeah. Be really
good at dumb career trajectory.
They're both great. I guess Jake Paul's good at boxing, which I can't speak on. Yeah, he's supposed
to be good at boxing. Yeah.
Logan Paul is a great wrestler, possibly the best celebrity wrestler that has ever existed.
What's his competition? Donald Trump.
Donald Trump didn't wrestle. He was a fake guy dressed as Donald Trump and a fake lady dressed as Rosie O'Donnell.
Nice.
It was. That was the thing that happened once.
Nice. I like that.
They've never done anything like that except for that. They've never done that where they're like, here's just 2 people dressed like celebrities wrestling. And they did it with Donald Trump and Rosie.
Well, who are the other celebrity wrestlers?
People have hopped in. Johnny Knoxville did a thing. There's like a bunch of athletes. The guy who played Arrow.
Okay.
I'm trying to think. Like, I don't know. I don't fucking know. People. Like people's like dads. I don't know.
People's dads. The fuck?
My mind is going blank. And I know there's like Drew Carey.
Well, he's a military man. He knows how to scrap.
Yeah. I'm trying to think.
Drew Carey has a gun.
Drew Carey's gonna get shot Rikishi.
God damn it.
I'm trying to think now. What are some celebrities who have gotten in the old ring? Mr. T.
Mr. T, yeah. He didn't start as a wrestler?
No, he started as a body bouncer. Body bouncer. He started as a bouncer.
What's the
Logan Paul rocks.
Okay.
He can do stuff.
He is a complete moron.
He did something in the Royal Rumble. Not in the. He was on the pay-per-view. He's not in the match. He was on the pay-per-view. He did something that I remember saying to my girlfriend, in meaning this and going, I would never ever be able to do that ever. Like if I was a billionaire and just trained, I would never be able to. Like I think he did a standing forward front flip. And like landed on a guy.
Wow.
And I was like, I'd never be able to do it. And she's like, yeah, you like if you could just pay people around the clock to train you.
Yeah.
And I was like, truly, I don't think I could. And it was one of those raw moments where I was like, that when you whittle it down is respect.
Yeah, I guess.
Like,
yeah, I guess. Yeah.
I just looked at a guy and I went, you know what? At her core, I think in at least this regard, he's better than me.
He is better than me. I cannot deny that.
Yeah.
There's no denying it.
So charismatic.
I watched another video of him being really dumb.
Wait, so you think he's going to learn Spanish now that he knows he can do it for free?
I think so.
Does he not know about school?
Wait, lessons?
Yeah, like, does he, like wait.
Yeah, that's true.
He doesn't know about like going to school. He's like, if there was a place when I was like a teenager where I could go
and like they would teach me stuff
like math,
science, and like I don't know, like how to read.
That is what it's gonna be. The future is just gonna be a Joe Rogan video in 10 years where he's like, they need to make like a facility where like if you're a kid and you like want to learn,
they put you there.
You can go there, and it's like regimented,
like an hour. And there's like 5 or 6 subjects, and then they make you run around in the middle. Make you run around in the middle.
Get the energy out.
Yeah.
And they could like send the kids there while the parents are at work.
What if we cut the pizza into squares?
Joe Rogan has invented a middle school. He's like, every 3 months, I think the kids should have a dance.
You know, I know this guy named Bosco. He makes great sticks.
Bosco sticks. Sure, it's not healthy, but they're kids.
They're kids. They
get the nutrition at home.
It's the parents' job to give them broccoli and elk.
5 years after that, it's just Joe Rogan with a tie and a button-down, tucked-in, long-sleeve shirt rolled up. And he just like at a middle school auditorium. And he's like, no Heelys between the bell. You can use them before school and after school.
But that's it.
8 to 3, no Heelys.
No Heelys. And everyone quit making fun of Trisha. Just because she's 14 and pregnant doesn't mean you can make fun of her.
Quit making fun of Gobdagoo.
And everyone,
just because he's from Saturn.
Quit calling me bald or I will get hair plugs again.
You know, at that point he has a full head of hair.
He's got an afro.
Yeah, it's like he has luscious, long, wavy guy hair. Not like long, not past the neck.
Yeah,
but where it's like that, like
I know what you mean,
like a '90s teacher.
Yes, yeah. Yes, I know exactly the haircut you're talking about. Yeah,
like that teacher from Boy Meets World,
like combed back.
Yeah,
and like sort of like wavy,
like Max Medina,
like very wavy, and it always looks a little slick,
like Belding's brother. I'm gonna start telling you that's my celebrity crush because I get asked that question a lot. In Tiger Beat and Larry King, who's your crush?
Favorite celebrity crush?
Has he ever asked anyone that question?
Yeah, probably.
I'm here with Paul Newman. Favorite crush?
And who is your crush, Mr. Newman?
Who are you crushing on these days? That's a fun way to word it.
Who would you like to see smeared in real raspberry vinaigrette?
Who would
Paul, I hear you're making salsa.
Which of these? Absurd.
Did you bring me any?
Yeah, was Paul Newman just catering the Oscars for like a few years? Everyone's like, you got to go to Robin Williams' after party is fun, but first you got to swing by Paul Newman's after party and
get yourself fed.
Get some delicious food from the spread. The flavor's unbeatable.
Oh,
he has a bunch of orphans working there. And he hasn't yet figured out how to use the chair, dude. So at this point he's employing orphans. But he, according to internal memos, he's going to just have the money go to them starting next year. For right now, it's a bunch of... And you go, and these kids are crazy. They're, like, out of control. And then you go, who raised you? And then you feel like a dickhead.
And then you feel so bad.
You're like, you cut the pizza into squares. Who raised you? Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, my God.
A dry martini, and you put a lemon in there?
I didn't ask for a twist.
And water. No, not water, but liquid. Water is equally weird.
Yeah, water is odd.
Well, it's a drink.
Vodka and water?
No,
Can I get a vodka water?
I do. Sometimes I'll often mix water with my mixed beverages because I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
If I'm drinking, it's because I'm trying to party. You know what I mean? I'm not like, I'm going to have just one so that I can be under the legal limit and just love the flavor.
I love a nice Guinness.
Love the way that tonic touches my gums.
Love a nice Guinness after work.
But, no, man, I'm like, I'll be like, yeah, can I get a cranberry tequila?
Yeah.
Or a vodka tequila. I once said that.
Vodka tequila?
I once as a joke, like, can I have a vodka tequila? And the bartender laughed and he went, yeah. And then he was pouring the drink and all of a sudden he went, fuck. And then he looked up and he went, I made it. Yeah, I remember going, I don't give a shit, I'll take it.
Fuck it, throw some grand in there.
He's like, you don't want it. And I went, I don't give a shit. And then I remember he gave it to me for free. You did? Yeah, he did. He put a crayon. I just tossed it in.
I remember I was in
vodka. Is that kaiju? A vodka, tequila, and cranberry.
Nice. How did it taste?
I don't remember.
Sounds like it was good.
Yeah, it sounds like it was good.
This was in like Nashville, like I don't know, a few years ago, and I was drinking rum and cokes, and they just tasted fucking weird. And so I had like 3 of them because I just didn't give a shit. And
it's rum and coke.
Yeah, well, no, rum and coke is good.
Yo, I'm on vacation.
I'm on vacay, baby.
Yo, this doesn't count. Rum and cokes don't count. Rum and cokes are like afternoon drinking. You know what I mean?
This is what you have in the morning.
I can still drive the boat.
I can get behind the wheels of a go-kart.
Yeah, you're fine.
But I went up and I was like, hey, what is your well rum? And she gave me like kind of a shitty look, probably because I've been sitting at the bar drinking and just being like, ugh.
She's like, we actually don't have rum, but you can just mix vodka and whiskey.
And that's the same thing.
It's the same thing. If you just mix vodka and whiskey, the customer doesn't know.
They'll never know the difference. And she picks it up and she's like, this, and it's like. It's one of those like well things where it just says rum. It just said gin. And I was like, you're a bartender. Did you think there was a rum brand named gin?
Yeah, gin and coke.
Fucking gross.
Gin and coke sounds like a psycho.
It sounds like something a psycho would order.
Sounds like an ad you'd see from the 40s.
Yeah.
Try gin and coke.
It's a beverage.
It's a combo.
It's wet.
It's 2 things. We're in the try new things period.
They should, how, like bars have like the brown bag specials sometimes.
What is that?
Where it's like they'll give you, it's like a random beer and then like a random like airplane shot.
Oh yeah,
it's usually 2 very shitty things. But they have to go buy the airplane shots. So
they really give you in the airplane. They don't just pour you a well shot.
I've seen it done both ways.
That sounds like this place got some cargo off a truck. It sounds like somebody got some cargo off an airplane. It sounds like your flight attendant girlfriend did what she's been doing with the free snacks.
Yeah.
But she just raided the bar car. Yeah. Next thing you know, you're getting 99 bananas.
That would be the most ridiculous thing to get on a plane. Be like, can you land this thing? I don't feel comfortable anymore.
We're going from JFK to what's the Los Angeles airport? LAX.
The flight attendant hands you a 99 bananas, and it's like, I appreciate you just giving me something. Like, from clearly this is yours. Can I get something from the real cart, please?
Yes, what 99 flavors do you have? We have apple, peach, and I believe banana. I'll take, if you have the apple, I'll take apple.
Yeah.
But if not, I'll take banana. And if you don't have banana, then don't worry about it.
Spit in my mouth.
If you don't have that, then I'll take tiny fireball. I'll take five. You just buy people shots on an airplane.
Round for the cabin.
round a tiny
99
fireballs.
bananas.
That is true. Why are they called airplane?
It's always been astounding to me when I'm like,
they should sell pint. They should sell half pints.
they should sell half pints. They really should.
And the stewardesses should have them in their coat.
Is a half pint enough that you could bring it on a plane if you wanted to?
I don't know.
Is that a low enough amount of liquid that you could bring it on?
I don't know. It's a good question. But they certainly could sell it. There should be a liquor store once you get through security in the airport.
Yeah.
Because then you can buy however big of a fucking thing you want.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
Good to go.
The guy's flying with a gallon. It's like a gallon of bourbon.
Got a handle, just chugging. More Coke.
He's got a gallon of
Let me get some more Coke.
That must suck. I bet a lot of people actually fly out of... Ooh, that's probably a good way to get free booze.
Just get on a plane?
No, I bet a lot of people come and they buy bourbon.
Yeah.
And then they're like, I'm going to fly home from Kentucky with my bourbon.
Yeah.
And they're like, fuck checking bags. It's someone who thinks they're smart, too. Because these people always think they're smart.
Yeah.
And they're like, hey, it's actually cheaper not to... I'm not going to have a check bag. Because I'm Mr. Smart Guy.
I'm James Bond.
I'm James Airline. I'm Tony Planes. And then they get there, and then they're like, "Sir, you can only have this much alcohol or this much liquid." And then the guy spits in his hand, in the palm of his hand, and he's like,
That's how much you can have.
You're allowed to have 3 droplets of liquid through security." And then the guy just has like 5 handles, and he has to be like, "All right, well,
can I have an hour and a half? Can you delay the plane by an hour and a half?"
No, they probably just have to throw it out because they're like, my plane's leaving in 5 minutes.
Yeah. There's that video of that one lady who, like, she has, like, a bottle of, like, brandy.
And she chug it?
Yeah, they tell her she can't bring it, and she's like, all right.
That's incredible. I'd be hooking people up.
Yeah, I know. I would be like, does anyone want to sit first if they're, like, a germaphobe?
Yeah. I saw a family in Orlando. Because we had to fly in or out of Orlando.
That wasn't a family.
They were from somewhere else.
Okay.
I have no idea where.
Yeah.
But they couldn't take their Mickey Mouse perfume. They had like expensive like five bottles in a box.
Yeah.
Of Mickey Mouse perfume, which is like that was like $1,000.
Yeah, that was very expensive.
It would have been great if they're like, we don't have time to. The bags are.
You better drink.
No,
we'll save our piss.
They just start spraying each other.
This needs to last the whole year.
Yeah, he's bathed in Mickey Mouse perfume.
Oh. All right.
Where are we at on time? You gotta go to work.
Yeah. Bazinga!
That's a fun way to end it.